because of the overlay.
Alrighty, guys. Well, spawning in the top left-hand corner as the blue Protoss, we have BlueFalcon. How appropriate.
How about that? Yeah, not bad. And the bottom right-hand corner, we have another Protoss. This one's going to be brown, and it is bahram or Saint-Zero. I'm not sure how you pronounce his little first name thing that he has.
No worries, though. Alright, BossRoss.
Couple of tier 3 Protoss players in here.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
A little PvP.
I'm glad it's tier 3. I was worried that I was going to have to know something about this matchup.
There's going to be a lot of things that we don't know about this matchup.
Alright, guys. I hope you play it really badly, so that way I don't have to actually commentate and we can just be like, oh, well, I don't know what's going on because this is crazy. Because PvP's... No, PvP's actually... So it's a very nuanced matchup. Little Chava, thank you so much for the bit tip, man. Welcome to the stream, dude. But yeah, PvP's a very nuanced matchup. Very interesting in the fact that when you're playing it, you have to have a lot of knowledge, and scouting is incredibly important because there's a lot of... It's kind of like rock, paper, scissorsy as far as like the possible builds go. Like, you need to do a robo opening if your opponent is going DT, and you need to have an appropriate opening to counter if your opponent's going like for a 3-gate goon, stuff like that. So there's a lot of interesting to go in there. I should really need to brush up on that. Wad Latham. Is that James? I think that's James. Thanks for the tip, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, a lot of people like to say this is really rock, paper, scissors, and that's why they don't like it. I feel like it's really not that bad.
No.
If you go 2-gate robo, there's just nothing you really lose to.
Well, it's not rock, paper, scissorsy in the sense that like you just lose if your opponent does something and you don't catch it. I mean, it kind of is because they can get away with stuff.
If you go 3-gate versus DT, then that's gonna be bad news.
Yeah. But like
that's why I said that's a risky build. The 3-gate is kind of like an all-in one-base variant, you know.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that like when you're playing this matchup, it's kind of like you have the tools to scout it. But sometimes with good micro on certain maps, you can get your scout denied, and then it becomes very scary and risky.
Or proxies. Proxies exist. But like I said, if you just take a safe opening, you know, you should be good to go.
How safe is 2-gate robo? Can't you just like die to certain things if you do that?
Well, if you have a robo, it means you can get observers if your opponent goes DT, and if your opponent goes 3-gate, they're going to have the higher goon count, but you can get reavers. So, basically, you're safe versus the DT build, you're safe versus the gate build. Now, if you don't aggro and your opponent expands, then you can be in trouble.
Righty. Well, out of brand, looks like we have a 1-gate robo so far. So I assume this is gonna be for a reaver drop, right?
I would assume, because he's going so quickly for it and not getting the 2nd gate. And that's another thing about this matchup. The harass is literally game ending in PvP. I think that's another issue people have with it. You know, one storm drop can literally just end the game. That doesn't really happen in other matchups.
You know, in the chat, Nina has been very upset about me just casting with you all the time. I don't know how this happened because we have been casting a ton together, but like we got scheduled. Me and BossRoss got scheduled like to do like tons of days together. So Nina, next week we can cast all you want, baby. Bringing it back. You can go. I promise.
Well, let me put it this way. There's a little thing
Let me make it up to you.
In the casters channel or whatever, and it's a doc, not to be confused with DocHoliday. But all you gotta do is put your name on it. So when I see Doc puts himself down for a certain time, I say, hey dude, cool if I come cast with you? He says sure, and I put my name down on there immediately. Done. You can do the same thing, Nina. You just gotta beat me to the punch, baby.
I miss casting with Nina. Good times. Alrighty, well, we have a little bit of pokey-poke action going on here. Nothing too crazy yet. No one's really lost anything. Nothing too insane is happening.
Both players kind of signed an agreement not to rush each other. They're both getting their expansions.
Yeah, but we will have an incredibly fast Reaver drop coming out of Bram in a minute here. In response, we're just gonna have, I assume, a 3-gate. Oh, okay, 4-gate. All right, well, that's a lot of gates. But a bunch of gates coming out of BlueFalcon, and I assume the Robo's going to be used for some obs in the...
Yeah, problem I got with Bahram's build here is he didn't get the shuttle.
Oh yeah, while the
got
robotic support facility was building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like he's been using his money, so it might be just that his build is unoptimized, and it's going to take him a little bit longer to get it out. Because as you can see, he's been low on money pretty much the entire game here.
Yeah, he's certainly not stacking the cash, but maybe should have built one less goon or something, because a Reaver with no shuttle is, oh boy, and now an observer's going. So looks like that Reaver drop ain't coming for a little while.
Yeah, I always feel like if you're gonna go for a fast Reaver, you want to have the shuttle out, because I mean, otherwise, like if your opponent decides to go and beat Meteor or whatever, you have no way of punishing that because your Reaver's gonna take 10 years to get across the map.
Yeah, you basically just don't want a Reaver unless you have a shuttle. Like they're useless.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like our shuttled Reaver's gonna be out for BlueFalcon's opponent before his own.
Yeah, well, you mean for BlueFalcon, we'll have.
Or rather, yeah, for BlueFalcon, or Bram rather. Sorry, you got it backwards. My bad. BossRoss, what are you, professional caster?
Maybe I am. I don't know.
Wait, are you getting paid? I'm not getting paid.
You're getting paid. I'm not getting paid.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, those are donations. Okay, that's not pay. This is wage slavery. Laser snipe.
Who are you, Hillary Clinton?
Reporting you to the Department of being a jerk. Give me money. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, so we got a Reaver drop out here on the laser snipes in the chat. Apologize. Alrighty, well, got the drop slowly on its way down across the map here. You know, speed shuttles, it's so funny because whenever I see a shuttle, I just expect it to be going like 400 billion miles an hour. But this shuttle is not going that fast.
Yeah, making its way slowly.
Taking its time here. I didn't realize until I tried Protoss versus like he wanting to beat me with his Terran for something. Just keep destroying him at Protoss. But so I didn't realize, but the speed shuttle upgrade takes like actually forever. Like a really
I might want to hold that thought.
Really?
Reaver coming in.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, this could be trouble.
LOL.
Oh
Man. Wow. Okay, well, bye me, Mineral Line. And now that everything's in the natural, here we go. We don't even have a response from Bram yet.
Please move them. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh! You should get Reavers.
Oh!
Pick it up!
Ah!
We lost it!
All right.
Oh.
Well, that
Oh,
worked
the
out
targeting
much better
failed.
than I thought it was gonna.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to. If there's units nearby, you have to manually attack. Like you have to target. Otherwise, they're just gonna shoot at the like whatever's around that can shoot. Like he'll shoot like a single Marine, or like aggro like a single SCV that's attacking you instead of like hitting the giant clump that's still mining.
Oh boy, and this is a big concave here.
Yeah, very large concave. Coming across this bridge can be really dangerous. I think there was a larger army to begin with from BlueFalcon, but this is just so much efficiency now.
And it's okay, just GG's.
Yeah. Well, very quick
timing. I don't think there was any getting back into that.
Yeah, very quick game one, but I think that was justified GG if there ever was one.
Yeah, down probes, down army, and he almost had shuttle speed. Wow, I got kicked back out to the main menu. All right.
Did it log you out?
But yeah, definitely Bahram. I'd love to see a shuttle get built next time.
Yeah, while your robotics facility It's coming up, you get that shuttle, and then as soon as the Reaver pops out, you got a little escort for him to just go and jump into the other player's mineral line and just blow everything up. It's pretty good.
Or wherever he might need to go. There could be a fight going on that you gotta go pick off a bunch of dragoons with.
Yeah, he could have you know, dry cleaning that he needs to go pick up across town because he's, you know, the Reaver's got a job interview and he doesn't want to work for your ass anymore. You know, and you know that's his right. Okay, don't hold him back. No wage slavery.
He's got to pick up his fancy plates. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Long live the proletariat. Get out of here. Friggin' laser snipe keeping us down. Down with the bourgeoisie. Alright, let's go ahead. Alright, game number 2!
Whoa, Nina, whoa. It's TMI there.
Having a little trouble concentrating on this whoa! We have the admins now with the ERP in the chat! Oh my gosh!
Oh,
Laser Snipe X Nina Zerg. We need a fanfiction right now. Also, Kaboom's baby. Yeah, unfortunately, because I'm not partnered, you don't get quality options. You have to be a partnered streamer. Yeah, you have to be a partnered streamer. It's a pretty big deal, honestly.
I thought you had that as an affiliate.
No, sir. Not. Sucks too, because I would really like to have, like, especially for STPL, I could watch it at work if I could put it to a lower quality setting, but I can't because Kix is not yet partnered. He totally deserves it.
Yeah, you have to have 75 average viewers. That's
I mean, he's hit that before, but it also has to do with like no events, right? So even though he's like running a league or whatever, I think they consider that an event because he's not casting it like every single day. Like when the tournament ends, like he goes down to a lower average viewership, right? So
that's what I mean. You got to keep that average all the way up.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't. Yeah, because I mean it's a seasonal thing. So like they won't give it to him while his season is going. It's just like when he's randomly streaming, like no one wants to watch Kix play.
Well, yeah, because it's also like an application process too. Like there's you know, even if you hit 75 average viewers for a month or 2 months, like, you know, they check you out, and if it's not legitimate.
You know, I just wish that someone would point me towards, you know, like whose D do I have to S? You know what I mean? I'll do it. Like one time? Oh yeah, just once. No, I feel like that's a fair trade. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into Fighting Spirit, dude. But yeah, so I try to stream at a little bit higher of a quality, but it is unfortunate because, like, for people who want to tune in on their phones and stuff like that, they're like eating through their mobile data. If they can watch at that quality. So.
If their mobile data even works, mine at work just chooses not to work.
Alrighty, guys.
I can't even load Facebook sometimes.
Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible. Well, in the top left-hand corner, spawning as the teal Protoss this time, we have BlueFalcon.
And the bottom right-hand corner, we have what should be for BlueFalcon, but it is the blue color for bahram.
Yeah, bahram strategically changing colors to throw BlueFalcon off his game to maybe get himself into this best of 3 here with a 1-1. I don't know if that's gonna work because BlueFalcon has the mind of a champion. There is absolutely no way this color change is going to affect his game whatsoever. I am looking forward to seeing BlueFalcon having under 50 minerals the entire game.
Well, if you have under 50 minerals the entire game, you will not actually be able to make the
Protoss units.
So. I guess he can fight him with probes.
He just takes all his probes, presses S, just sits there until he dies.
Well, actually, he'd be stuck at 9. He'd have to stop mining at 9 probes and just send them all over because he wouldn't be able to make a pylon either.
Yep. No pylons, no zealots. That's exactly how I like my Protoss, man.
The all-in worker rush.
Hey, what's up, Gypsy and Nyokin? Welcome to the stream. You're quite late tonight.
Actually possible if you use that little glitch. Have you seen that? Where like the worker stack attack?
Oh yeah. So it has something to do with like the gas. So you use the gas to put them in this weird stacking state. I never learned how to do it, but Basically,
Neither
it
have
makes
I.
them like in like unlimited stacking. So they when they're not on their way to like a mineral or a gas, they're still able to stack without conflicting and going berserk. Where they're trying to get off each other or whatever.
Right. Their collision gets turned back on.
Yeah. So then they become like this murder machine, like this just mega like mirror imaged probe that like just comes here and just destroys things in one shot. Because every probe is getting all the surface area they could possibly want on each one of their. It's insane.
Yeah, I've only seen it with Terran, and oh boy, it was just some murderous SCVs. They insta-killed drones.
Oh,
as soon as they touched them.
it's so ridiculous. It looks like a fucking anime. Like they go Super Saiyan, they get this like weird blur, you know, and they're just like this blurry image of like an ultimate SCV who just comes and murders you at night.
And they kill you with like a static shock.
It's so ridiculous.
Their little psi cutter or whatever the heck it's called.
So do you know, my friend? Do you know what SCV actually stands for?
Ooh. I never thought about it, but honestly, I think I could feel that I just read about this like not too long ago. But no, I have no idea.
It stands for Space Construction.
Nice.
Pretty good, right? Like I feel like it's an appropriate name. I mean, what they do, they build shit.
I feel like we should have asked the chat. I'm curious if Nyokin or Gypsy knew that.
Obviously, Gundam is much more appropriate, but I mean, work with what.
Yeah. I hear Gundam all the time.
Alrighty, here we go. Oh no! Blue probe!
Oh, he's been fooled!
No!
He's been fooled!
Oh my gosh! This probe is just, he's like, no, don't worry about it, guys. I'm teal. Just, I forgot my green today. Here we go. Oh my god, and he gets out. Oh no, he doesn't get out. Oh, he does get out. Oh my god! This is the best StarCraft I've ever seen! Ah! Sorry. I got a little carried away. I told you, I legit just woke up.
He got it.
Oh no, he didn't get out. Oh my god, this Dragoon is a god. He's so good. Anyways. Nah, dude, I just woke up. I'm gonna be loopy as shit. This is gonna be like the worst cast of my life.
Or the best.
Or the best, yeah. Or the best, you know? You never know. How do you feel about this so far, BossRoss? How do you think this is going? Does this sound like a quality tier 1, like ASL worthy cast? Or is this just a shit show?
100%.
Okay. Alright, well
I think Afrika should hire us immediately.
that makes me feel really good. I appreciate that. Oh, thanks. Thanks, BossRoss. I was gonna go buy myself a nice gallon of bleach and have myself a nice evening, you know, just sipping on it out of a cognac glass. But I guess we can cancel this. Good to go.
Well, we got the support bay coming up for BlueFalcon, and bahram has elected to go for the Nexus.
But why BlueFalcon?
So we'll see if he can hold it. Because Reaver Shuttle's gonna be on the way. Ooh, that's Zella taking some shots. Just going in there to scout. Nice. Gets to see the support bay.
So BlueFalcon's that old superhero, right? That has like the friend who's like a dog who's like a cyborg.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I'm like 80% on that one. All I know is that he guest starred on the Scooby-Doo show, the new one. It's pretty dope. I love what's it called? Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated? I don't know. I'm kind of a nerd, dude. I really like cartoons still.
New one? I mean, I really enjoyed the original Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
And Scooby-Doo movies, the hour-long Scooby-Doo episode.
You should check out Mr. Incorporated. It was really good. Alrighty, here we go. And the
Oh,
first
boy.
two Dragoons are kind of just out on their own. This is a pretty big mistake here. You really want to keep your units together so that way they're all firing at the same time. But overall, not a huge, no losses here yet. Everyone's just backing off, relaxing, all cool, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys, they were up to no good, came over to Bram's house, neighborhood.
Bram's natural.
I'm not a rapper, dude. I should have cut it off a while ago.
Should have stopped while you were ahead.
No. Womp womp.
Well, this Nexus is up, and looks like he's going to be reaping the benefits. Shuttle on its way, though. heading down over to Bahram's third, and he doesn't know it's there yet. Got a couple of cannons up though, so he definitely has some defense.
Yeah, this would be good because again, it does take a little extra micromanagement of these Reavers to get anything done if there are threats that will aggro the Reaver. So
how are you digging this Star Sense though? Puts a goon down here.
Well, he's obviously
Whoopsie!
flashed.
Oh no!
This is BC right here.
Oh, get it! Get it! One more!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Bram! What?
Beautiful!
The GOAT, dude! This is the...
He says, I saw that support bay.
This is the kind of stuff...
Twice.
I know, you just never expect this in CPL. You're just like, alright, well, here comes a Reaver, the game is over. Whichever Reaver gets here first just wins, right?
Yeah,
but no,
I mean, in Tier 3 for sure, but not this time.
I mean, you know what the secret to beating me as a Terran is? It's just make one dropship. Just put something in it. Like you can put SCVs. I'll be like dirtling around like macroing, and I'll come back. There's like 6 SCVs they just killed all of my drones at my third. It's upsetting, man.
BlueFalcon coming in here.
Oof, getting a free Dragoon with the engage, pretty good here. A little bit of back and forth micro here, but because we're on the defender side of the map here, Bram is able to get his reinforcements ready for the defense here pretty quickly. So,
and he does get to keep that last one alive there with 7 health, so that'll be nice. That's gonna be some extra DPS there for him.
This guy just like saw a light, man. He's like praying. He's like, I'm gonna go visit my mom in heaven. Then it got denied. He's just like all beat up, got a broken leg. His nose is bleeding, like missing an eye now. And he's like, why? Why couldn't you have just killed me, sir? I miss my mama. But luckily he's got shields.
+1 finishing up for Bahram too. He is getting all sorts of advantages right now, having his Nexus up for a longer amount of time. I think it would be wise to start poking out a little bit here. Oh, and he might catch BlueFalcon in a bad spot.
Ooh. Yep. God, the AI is so funny. Like I do this with Zerglings all the time. I'll send a Zergling forward and then run it back to the Sunken, so like a bunch of Marines will chase him. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I mean, looks like we just debated a couple of these Dragoons into a little bit of an engage here. But Bahram had a pretty significant supply advantage right now. I would really like to see him push right now as well.
Yeah, I think it's about attack time here. He's got a shuttle too. I'm not exactly sure what that's for. He never made a support bay, although he just set one down now.
It's a swag shuttle.
Swag shuttle.
Yeah, it's just there to be saucing on him. I don't know what that means actually. I've heard it in a song before.
We'll roll with it.
I'm saucing on you. Do you sing that to your pizzas while you're making?
I didn't, but now I think I'm going.
Just gonna be dancing around.
For sure.
Sausage.
Oh, okay.
All right,
well,
Reaver in here though. Reaver is gonna be able to choose.
Are clumped.
Ooh, unclumped. Wow, though.
Yeah, he only. Oh, and he's dropping behind the army, gonna catch him in a surround.
Yeah, this is cute. Wow, very well done here. At the last second, that Reaver that Dragoon that took that shot like scooted forward. He's like, "I'll take this for you guys." I'm
taking one for the team.
Yeah, dude, he straight up Three Musketeers that shit, man. All for one and one for all. Just stood forward, took that right to the face.
I love Bahram going out on the attack now. This is great. I mean, he killed a ton of the army. And he just has more money, so time to go.
Yeah, I mean this is scary now. You've got so many more Dragoons. I mean, sure, a Reaver's really helpful. It does a ton of damage, but I mean, when you have this extra number of Dragoons, like you can lose a couple and still be fine with this push. But there are 2 cannons here at the natural. Yeah, that's going to help out pretty significantly.
He's going to want to back off a little bit here. Oh, huge Reaver shot. Oh my goodness.
And Bahram all of a sudden taking a large chunk out of his army.
Oh, it's always okay to retreat.
No, it's not.
Oh.
What do you...
Oh, not retreating some of his forces there.
Never
when he
retreat.
knew he wasn't going to win.
Alright guys, we have the world's sneakiest shuttle coming here, but it looks like Bahram forgot to put anything in it, so...
Oh no! Oh no! His Reaver just came out too!
Yeah, it's like over here!
Oh no! He notices and sends it back.
This is the bait drop, dude. No, but
wrong turn at Albuquerque.
So you can do this. So if you drop like 2 Hydralisks, even like just like an insignificant number of stuff, right? If you ever do a drop in your opponent's base as a Zerg player, what you can do is if you want to go kill like their third, you just send a bunch of overlords into their base and make it look like you're dropping them, and then the whole army will go up into that base, and then you just kill the third, no problem, no army there. It's fine, easy. They're just like, oh god, no, not idea. Overlords.
My worst enemy, overlords.
They're blocking my production.
I can't click on my gateways to make units.
Yeah, that's the ultimate BM, because you can make, because overlords don't cost supply, right? So if you're destroying an opponent, what you can do is you can just make hundreds of overlords and then just send them to their base so they can't click on anything.
I mean, theoretically, I think you would hit map max at 4 something like that would happen.
Yeah, you can park it over stuff like robos and like factories. It's pretty great.
Oh my god, I would be so tilted. I don't have anything that shoots up, but I can't make Goliath.
Yeah. Imagine that, dude. They can't make Goliath, so they just have tanks. You have one Mutalisk and it kills the whole base by itself.
Ooh, I do like this though. We're getting into some later game Protoss antics here. Both players trying to take their thirds. I wonder if this could be a game we see carriers. It's possible.
How good are carriers in PvP? I would assume pretty good, because the micro against Dragoons, stuff on the ground.
Yeah, they're certainly not bad if microed correctly. Ooh, if he can get on top of this ramp before these cannons.
All right, boys, come on, Dragoons.
Oh, there he goes. There you go. Get to the high ground before you shoot him down.
Those first 2 Dragoons are like, we're minimum wage employees. I'm not doing this.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Now he's caught in a bad spot.
In a very large chunk now, yeah. Caught out by BlueFalcon. Very nicely defended here.
6 or 8 Dragoons going down for him. That's quite a few.
We even have Dark Templars on the field here, and with the one Ob's getting sniped, this is going to make a huge difference.
We have a double Reaver by Bahram now. He's going to be poking away. Oh yeah, but these Dark Templars, man. He needs to get his Observer over here immediately.
Whew. Yeah, these DTs are gonna, have free reign over here until these Dragoons get back to the cannons for now.
But on the other side, Bahram has 3 DTs, and I don't even know if BlueFalcon has an Observer.
Does he have an observatory? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Where is the Observer?
I don't see one. I don't think he ever made one. Oh, and he picks off an extra one there.
Yeah. Bahram is very ready with like a bajillion observers back at home. So
yeah, and he's got his third up, and he's getting it saturated.
You can have these funny things where it's kind of like a ZVT, where you're just like, Dragoons are picking up obs, and whoever does it first can like get the advantage with DTs. It's really weird.
Getting a free Dragoon there, not too bad. Oh, and Bahram scooted his Observer up too far, and he's gonna lose it. Or BlueFalcon rather.
That's not too good.
No, it is not, because I think that was the only one he had. And Bahram has a Reaver in the natural. Did I miss that drop? Is that a thing that happened?
What? Where?
Oh! In the main!
What? Oh my god, I can't see it on my mini-map.
In BlueFalcon's
Oh
main.
my god!
Oh, he's losing probes. You don't want to attack a Reaver. No.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Man, dude, that one probe that killed the Reaver though, this guy is like gonna go and get. Look at this dude. What a mensch.
Oh, that was tons of damage. Look at the supply difference now. He is in big trouble.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Hold on. Is there dude, can we change? I can't like I legit couldn't see.
Oh,
yeah, but shift doesn't do it, it just makes it red.
Yeah, I made it all red.
Alright, well there goes the
I don't know.
Whatever. Well, we're screwed. It's over. No more observing, guys. We're just gonna look at this corner. Alright? It's done. I give up. I missed the drop. How can I live with myself?
Oh, that was a huge one. That was like 20-some kills on that Reaver. That was gymongous.
Alrighty, well, DT's poking around the map here. BlueFalcon not finding any joy with his DT that was across the map at the third. Get a ops pick off though. That's pretty lucky.
Yeah, but he's got plenty to spare. He's got 3 more.
Bahram's been very diligent about creating ops, and you know, honestly, like Bahram can just, even with a lower number of units, Bahram can just go in here and snipe the single, you know, ops here, and then clean up with the DTs.
But I think he has even more Dragoons. Like he needs to go. It's time to go, man. When you kill all those probes, like, your opponent is not gonna be able to come back.
You can even just trade, because like even if your opponent initially has more units, they're not gonna be able to keep up with your remax.
Exactly. Like they just don't have the money for it.
Yeah.
And now he's sandwiched in the third. Oh, well, the rest of them are coming up from the back to kind of make a flank, but it's just not going to be enough. As long as Bahram spends his money, he does have a lot of it right now.
And no obs to deal with this DT, so this guy is going ham.
Just swinging away.
BlueFalcon now finally bringing his obs in here.
But now he doesn't have any units to kill it.
And now gets sniped.
He loses it.
Oh, BlueFalcon.
Yeah, supplies are really starting to get out of control now.
BlueFalcon, me friend.
All he's got to do is 5Q up his gateways and rally them all to his bonus natural.
Well, at this point, I would really like to see Bahram just make way more gateways.
Yeah, that too. Or pick up the carriers, you know. It's always an option.
You just want to see carriers. Dude,
I do.
Dude, every time I play against Rich, he goes carriers when he's playing Protoss, all right? And then when he's playing Terran, he goes BCs. He just never never plays normal.
No way. Dude, BCs are so bad in a TVP. No wonder why he loses every time.
Well, it's so funny too, because he went BCs, so it's like, all right. So I made 9 Stargates and just went pure scout. I took the whole map on Destination and went scout. It was great.
On Destination? You guys played on that?
He always picks wonky maps, dude. That's his thing. Man. He likes the weird maps. He made me play him on Plasma like twice. It's a good map.
I don't even know what map that is.
It's a map where it's like you have to like kill lurker eggs to get to your opponent.
Oh, the one with the big grid of lurker eggs?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, there was a sick video of, what was it, Fantasy? Dropping a barracks on his vulture to push it through.
Yeah. You can move, probes through it, though. Yeah, Destination isn't crazy wonky, but it's kind of wonky.
It's a weird map.
It's funny, too, because we put it on, he tried playing on top versus bottom first, and it was like a Korean version of the map. So it had like all the other spawns stacked in the top right for the observers, right? So I spawned in the top. Yeah, I spawned in the top right hand corner at the mineral only, and so I beat him because I went the 3-hatch speedling because he couldn't find my hatcher.
That's hilarious. That's amazing. Do you have the replay?
Yeah, I do. It's somewhere.
Oh, that is fantastic. Well, the big attack comes in, and Bahram just has more stuff.
Yep.
And there's just not much that BlueFalcon's going to be able to do about it.
Bahram just barely cracking him open. But just barely's fine when you've got a Reaver to kill these cannons.
Yeah, Reavers outrange cannons, right?
Come on, Bahram. Come on, Bahram. This Reaver is just the lazy Reaver.
Reinforcements, you know.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually okay with this because he's focusing on his macro, right? So sure, he could have killed another cannon with that Reaver before it died, but instead he's got a giant army marching across the map. So which one would you rather have, right? I'd rather have the giant army, personally.
Yeah, for sure. And he's even making sure his gateways are going, so that's nice. And he's gonna need to. I mean, if his macro slips, you know, BlueFalcon can have an opportunity to get back into it. His third is fully saturated.
I really like how both you guys are playing, though. Bahram even remembering to heal up a shuttle and another Reaver, and now this Reaver's in the the third base. Sure, he's shooting at cannons, but hey, you know, like the fact that he's got this Reaver over here. 3 kills so far.
He's targeting the Nexus.
Well, yeah, now he's out of range of these.
Whoops.
But yeah, no, like this is solid, right? Like we have new armies marching across the map. You know, they're remembering to macro at home while they're doing their attacks, which is one of the easiest ways for you to lose games as a noob. You go in for an attack, your opponent barely handles it, but you've got like 3k in the bank because you haven't made it the entire time. So I really like that. You know, it's really nice to see you know, CPL level players, tier 3, doing some of the really great fundamental things that you need to play StarCraft. Actually very encouraging. So good job on both teams. BlueFalcon and bahram have both been macroing fairly reasonably considering MMRs, you know. Not like Hero. There isn't 400 units on the map at all times, but they're doing a great job.
Yeah, earlier bahram had like 2,000 something minerals. There's a lot of fighting going on at the time, and you know, sometimes you really have to micro those reavers. You can't just let them sit out there by themselves.
Yeah, man.
But other than that, I mean, they've been fairly low. So,
well,
I mean, that's right where you want to be.
Both players are about to mine out at their natural. Looks like bahram is trying to clear out this third base here so he can go ahead and take another expansion. It's going to be really important for both players to get a new expansion down ASAP if they want to continue their army production. Looks like BlueFalcon might be moving to take this base as well.
A lot of High Templars coming out on the map for bahram now. Oh, and he's going to turn them all into Archons. Interesting.
I don't know about Archons. Like, a couple of Archons in the front might be decent to tank a couple of shots in the beginning, but Dragoons don't do a small amount of damage. They're actually quite good against killing larger units, because they can, you know, that 20 damage really stacks up very quickly. So
26 now that he has +3.
Yeah. So I'd prefer to see the High Templars used for Storms, because they actually do a significant amount of damage to the Gateway army. No, I mean, especially with this number of zealots in or sorry, not zealots. This number of dragoons.
Oh, Reaver
drop
just
it.
waiting.
Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Drop it! Oh. Drop it!
What are you doing?
Reaver, please! They're gonna run away. Oh, but the main army comes in here actually, so
yeah,
not the worst. I mean, he's gonna catch all these probes here. Archon's pretty damn good at killing workers, man.
They are certainly not bad at it. That's for certain.
Alrighty, now BlueFalcon's army stomping across the map here to try to stop this army from canceling the 4th base. But I don't really like this move. I don't think there's enough here from BlueFalcon, and I think it's a little too late to stop the Nexus from going down.
He's gonna need the Reaver shots of his life.
Yeah. Look at these
good
Archons
little concave going though. I mean, he's got a lot of dragons shooting.
But look at that. You see how fast these Archons died? Imagine if that was just Storm, dude. Imagine how much damage that would do.
Ooh,
Reaver coming from behind.
Does
he have Scarabs? Woo!
Yeah, he's got something, and he finally calls it.
There we go.
Realizes without another base, he's just not going to be able to contend anymore.
bahram cleaning up BlueFalcon. In a very nicely played game here. All of a sudden, I think, is that 1-1 now? Alrighty. Well, looks like we're going to get a game number 3. Both of our players playing significantly better than their first game. I'm very impressed.
Oh, BlueFalcon played the first game pretty fine. Just built a Reaver, built a shuttle, and
well, yeah, that is true. But bahram
didn't have to play much.
bahram with that drop response, though.
Yeah, he remembered to make his shuttle. Look how good that was for you.
No, dude, remember he caught BlueFalcon's first Reaver. That was so dope.
Yeah, the star sense.
Yeah, it's very good.
Man, that was awesome.
Alrighty, man.
Ooh, and they go for Audubon for the game 3. I dig it. We haven't seen too many games on Sylphid or however you say it, or Audubon. The ASL maps. Doc, you still there?
Oh yeah,
I think we lost.
I hit my mute mic button apparently on my cord here. My fat booty. Alrighty, but in the top left-hand corner, spawning as the purple Protoss this time, we have BlueFalcon.
And the bottom right-hand corner, we have the guy who says, "Oh, I like these colors. They worked for me last time.
I told you.
Keep them away from you."
Dude, it's intentional.
The blue Protoss bottom.
I got purple Falcon. He's like, man, Why does he get to choose colors? It's not fair. Ooh.
Didn't want to be the purple Protoss.
That was the issue last game.
Winners pick colors, alright? Too bad. You gotta win games if you want to pick your colors.
Wow.
You shouldn't have won teal last game. That's
You
your
got
fault.
BlueFalcon. BossRoss calling you a loser on the cast. You gonna take that, bro? This is your time. This is your moment, alright? You gotta go like Rocky montage on your StarCraft shit and just destroy him. CPL.
That was a bad time to take a sip of water. You almost made me spray that everywhere.
Don't feels bad, man. Feels Swift Rage, bro. Do it. go Super Saiyan on this guy. Ultra Instinct, man. Alright, speaking of Ultra Instinct, though.
Yep, proxy time.
Proxy time.
I was gonna say his pylon was late in his main. I was like, you know, what was that about? Kind of weird. You know, I didn't think bahram was the type of player to miss that, but he has other plans in mind.
Yeah, it's a little interesting. On a 2-player map, I don't know how I feel about this because one of the issues is you're gonna have the probe discover instantly that there's nothing in the main. So I mean, you know, like at this point, even if it's a proxy. Like, it's a proxy 2 gate, for example, so BlueFalcon could throw down 2 gates himself, or he should throw down 2 gates himself, because he has the probes to help out in the defense and get the upper hand on the Zealot numbers. Then he can just go over and kill his opponent's gateways once he's got a significant lead built up here. But so far, no real response from BlueFalcon. It looks like he's a little confused on what's going on. Going to be continuing to scout out his opponent's main base here. But I think we're almost a little too late for the response. I guess the best plan at this time would try to be to throw down another gateway and a shield battery to stall. But oh man, bahram going for a 3 gate.
Oh, the triple proxy gate. Oh my goodness.
Alrighty, well BlueFalcon now with a 2nd gate of his own.
I'm digging the cheese out of the tier 3 players. How about this?
Well, you know what though? Cheese is so strong at tier 3 because it's so much more difficult to execute than it is to, I mean, it's so much more difficult to defend than it is to execute.
Yeah, 100%. But
So,
his first Zealot getting caught out here might want to pull this
wow, BlueFalcon with some fancy, you know, Zealot micro here. Pulling his guy back as soon as he takes the maximum amount of damage he can before he starts taking HP damage. And look at that! Very nicely done from BlueFalcon so far. Now, one thing that I don't like about Proxy 3-Gate is you get a larger amount of Zealots later, but the fact that the attack doesn't come right on time and your opponent's able to crank out their own Zealots is pretty important here. BlueFalcon, though...
It's a little late on producing his Zealots as well. When you're doing this, those things have to be cranking. Like, they have to be going.
One of the most important things in StarCraft is the timing of everything that you're doing, right? So, like, if you're doing a cheese or a pressure build especially, it has to be right on time. Otherwise, your opponent's going to get their defenses up, their economy is going to be looking good, they're going to have more production. And so when you're doing something like this, you really, really have to have, you know, a very precise build order, opening at least, where you go ahead and go and do it. Like, I've seen people do this before and they just wait to get their gateways for a really long time and then nothing really works out for them, and it's not as strong. So if you're gonna do something like this, just make sure you've got a solid build order for your cheese, and if you do, you should be able to crush a lot of opponents.
Oh, another Zealot.
A bunch of fancy pants microing around here.
He's got to crank these other 2 gates, man. Oh, it's heartbreaking to see him doing nothing.
Well, we do have a cannon coming here. In the meantime, yeah, we don't have like constant Zealot production out of these 3 bases, so this is a little unfortunate. You guys want to either put those guys on hotkeys or you want to use camera hotkeys or something. You really have to have constant Zealot production out of your gateways, man. Otherwise, you're gonna give up your production advantage, and then you're just gonna fall behind and die. So that's gonna be a bit of an issue going forward here. Looks like we've got a cannon up now. That's a pretty serious advantage in these Zealot versus Zealot wars, because as you micro back, as you're walking around, that cannon is just smacking dudes in the face with giant blue balls, just huge balls all up in the Zealot's faces. You know, big old blue balls up in the Zealot faces. It's just really, you know, it's uncomfortable. You can't see with the balls in your face like that. It really hurts to be smacked in the face by balls. I don't know if you guys have experience. but BossRoss is guaranteed me expert. But yeah, really difficult place to be in right now as bahram, even with a zealot advantage.
Yeah, it's really rough. And then he even made a core to go into dragoons and forgot to build an assimilator. So that kind of cost him. And now he's built one and forgot to put probes on it. There they go.
Yeah. Well, once a number of these dragoons.
Look at the production location.
Oh my God!
What is this?
bahram 300 IQ. Bisa 2.0.
This is crazy.
That's so cool.
No way. He's building it. He says, you know what? I don't like my main being in the bottom right. I'm going to take this position over here at the dynamo.
That's so funny, dude.
Because why not? But he's going to have issues with these dragoons.
Alrighty, well, BlueFalcon with some nice pullback micro.
But Bahram's not getting bad trades either. He's got good concaves on the zealots.
Yeah, and the blue
takes one down.
The dragoons are not firing quite enough because they're being micro back a little too quickly. Dragoons have this. Dragoons are kind of funny because the way that they attack is it's kind of slow. So they're not like infinitely microable like Marines often tend to be. But it looks like we're gonna get a Templar archives here, and a Dark Templar is gonna spell the end of our boy Bahram here because he doesn't have a robo on the map because he's been too busy making proxy stuff. He's got his whole second base set up over here, and
he does have a core though. I mean, if he makes either a forge or a robo right now, he'll be okay. But I mean, he's got to make it right. Oh my God, he Maynarded probes from the main all the way over here.
Yep. Look at the saturation, man. I mean, he's been cranking away at this main base. Why not, right? But he does have a forge. I mean, he's got one in the main here, and it's cranking away at +1 here. So I mean, there is going to be potentially a response. Choose Blink, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the cast.
Ooh, and the Temple of Archives finished, but
this dragoon is running. Oh my gosh! Can't believe he made it out of there.
He pumps out 2 more goons instead of Dark Templar. That's gonna buy him even more time. And with the second base up that BlueFalcon doesn't know about yet, this could be trouble if he ever gets detection.
Righty. Well, here we go. A first little engagement here. The Zealot buffer for the Dragoons here for BlueFalcon is almost run out. And this is a little worrisome now that Bahram is producing his own Dragoons. 2 more Dragoons show up, though, and manage to push his army back for...
But he doesn't have goon range yet, though, I don't think. Does he?
Bahram? I don't know.
I don't think he ever started it. Oh, boy. Oh, and he gets aggroed into this. Ooh,
BlueFalcon has had some very respectable Dragoon micro thus far in the game, and you know, even the micro coming out of BlueFalcon in general these last couple of games has been pretty decent. So it looks like he's going to be able to wear down that gigantic Zealot number that built up at the early game, and with a large Dragoon advantage, this is a pretty significant deal here.
Oh my goodness, and he calls GG. Oh.
The Dark Templars didn't even get a chance to hit the field. We had 4 on the way. But Bahram, realizing that he's out of it, very well played by both players, and it looks like BlueFalcon's going to run away.
Oh, man. Beautiful defense by BlueFalcon. That was very impressive. It's like you said earlier, it's definitely harder to defend cheese than it is to execute.
That was a very fun series.